Emmy CFS Warriors, coming to you from the Cayman Islands. Just a quick little peek. We've got the gorgeous Caribbean behind me and the little thatch huts here for people hanging out on the beach like me. And I just want to talk to you about acceptance of the illness, because this is really key for recovery. And it was something that was really challenging for me in my journey. So I just want to tell you a little bit about it and a little bit of what I came through with it. But before I was ill, I was very healthy. You know, I think, wasn't sick very often. And I think it became like a pride thing with me. I didn't want to be sick. You know, I wanted to always be healthy and, you know, exercise and eat right, eat organic and do all that stuff. But I wasn't mindful of like running my body in the ground and piling too much on the plate and, you know, living in a very unsustainable way, which I've learned now that I've had CFS. So anyway, acceptance is so key, because for so long I could not accept that I was ill. So what did that do? It made me continue to push and drive myself, which made the illness progress. So as long as I was pushing myself, I couldn't stop, acknowledge the illness, and then do what I needed to do to get better. First of all, I didn't know what I needed to do to get better, and most of us don't. But through research, I found amazing resources that have helped me on my recovery path. But really, it wasn't until I began to accept the fact that I had a severe, serious, chronic illness that I began to be able to take steps to get well. And a lot of that was allowing myself to stop, let go of all the things that were demanding of me, and allow my body to heal. So I just want to encourage you to look at where you are with that. If you're still in the push and crash cycle and you're finding yourself exhausted because you've overdone it once again, really question if you've accepted the fact that you have a severe illness, and recognize that if you don't stop, you're just going to bury yourself. You're just going to continue to progress the illness. So much better to stop, recognize it is a real illness, and that you need loving care. Just as anyone with a severe illness deserves to be treated with kindness, you do. And I think another thing that's very interesting about this is when we don't accept it, those around us don't know how to accept it. So what I found is that as I began to accept my limitations, and as I began to accept the illness, that yes, indeed, I was sick, the person that always thought she was never sick, as I began to accept that, acknowledge it, and express my limitations to people, like, I'm sorry, I can't do that, I need to recover, or, you know, I need some rest now, and I'm not going to be able to do that, and no, no, no. As I began to do that, others began to respect the situation I was in. But until I accepted it, how could I ever expect that anyone else would? So I just want to encourage you, think about that, think about your recovery path. If you've accepted that you have a chronic, severe illness that needs serious attention, it needs everything in you to devote to recovery. People can have this illness for 20 plus years. I've had it for 6, and I thank God I'm coming through, and I'm still in recovery, but my life is significantly different than when I was first, you know, in the dark days, where brushing my teeth was monumental effort. Just, you know, getting out of bed for an hour to shuffle around in the morning was just, you know, that was it. So what I want to say again is just consider how important it is to accept the illness, and then you can move forward from there. Acceptance is not resignation, it is not surrender, it is acknowledgement so that you can take care of your needs. Take care, CFS Warriors, and remember, life isn't over, it's starting again.